Hello YouTube, it's Rob, Maxwell's Grass Cutting Services based in the northeast. I hope everybody is well and having a great day. Well, it's coming towards the end of November and the domestic season is well and truly finished. All my fortnightly mows have now come to an end, although it's been a good year, as in November's been extremely warm. So I received quite a few messages from customers saying, can you come back and do another cut, because the grass is still growing, which was nice. And the weekly gardens are coming to an end now, and all I've got left is the me commercial work, which is all year round, and a couple of apartments I look after. But something else has come up, but I'll tell you that in a minute. First of all, what have I learnt this year? That's the title of the video. I've learnt lots, as we all do, otherwise we're not achieving our goals, are we? You've got to keep learning. You've got to keep, every day you've got to wake up and recognise that we don't know everything. We've got to keep moving forward. And what's the big thing I've learnt during 2021? It's that we don't charge enough money. We don't charge what we're worth, what our worth, what your worth is. And I think that's what I've recognised. And how have I come to that conclusion? Well, my phone never stops, and I get 99.9% of the quotes I quote for, and that can't be right, can it? And I just think, you know, need to charge a bit more. That's my biggest lesson this year. And so how am I going to implement that? Well, next year every customer is going up minimum of 10%. So I have a minimum charge of £20. All them customers will be going up to 22, because they don't take a great deal. If it's a £20 loan, it's a half an hour job. But they'll be going up to 22. And the £25 loans I do, they'll be 30. The 30s will be 35. I've got a couple of 40s, but they came in later this season or earlier this season, and I'm comfortable with where they are at. But the couple of £50 loans, they'll be going up to 55. And the day rate, do you know when you do one-off jobs? Because anybody watches the channel knows I work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I keep Wednesdays for rain days and one-off jobs. But the one-off jobs, I've got to charge more. I charge 180 quid for a day plus waste, which is usually £20. And it's not enough. It costs me £20 to dump up to 7 to 10, probably 12 dumpy bags if I'm half full in the back. But I've got to drive to Chester Street, I've got to unload it, come back, and it all takes time. And I don't know if it's just me, or are you the same as a self-employed gardener? Do you get embarrassed about putting your prices up or charging more than you charge at the moment? I don't know if it's because I'm a working class lad and I'm from a pit village, but you know, we've got to start charging what we want to be paid, not what we think we would pay for the job. So one-off jobs, they're going to start at 200 plus £35 for the waste, and that's £20 for the fee for the waste, plus my fuel there and back in a bit of time. So that's that. Anybody watches the channel knows I'm doing the weed and feed course, the PA1, PA6. I was going to do it in December. I'm putting it off till January and February, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But another huge lesson this year, as well as we need to increase our prices and earn more money during the sort of summer season. And it's not about running around like a headless chicken. It's about slowing down, putting your prices up, and getting the quality right, but getting the money right for it. But recently, what's happened? Well, through a friend of a friend, I got asked to go and work on a large estate north of Newcastle. And my initial reaction was, I can't, I'm full, I'm busy. And he said, well, this lad, Rob, he's a full-time gardener, and he did have a second full-time gardener helping him out, but we spent more time on the sick. The owners of the property, the estate, have come to a decision where they want the full-time gardener, then a second gardener helping them out 1 day a week, all year round. And it took me a couple of days to sort of think, Rob, this could be a little gem, this, because you need work in the winter to carry you over. Now, I don't want to work full time. If you have a look today, it's, you know, it's nearly 4 o'clock. We're almost sort of dark, not another 15-20 minutes and the light will go. It's freezing cold. Do I really want to be out there 7 days a week in this weather? No, and I don't suppose you do. But we do need some income coming over the winter to keep us ticking over, and something to get out of bed for. And I have a bit of commercial work, and I do get a little bit of work via my telephone, but 1 day a week would be lovely. So that's what I'm going to do, I thought. So I went up and I met the gardener, a lovely chap, and he showed me around and he explained what he wanted. He wanted somebody to come and help him 1 day a week, all year round. So I said to him, look, what does all year round mean? Because we've all got different interpretations. And he basically said 52 weeks of the year. He said, but he appreciated I needed a few holidays. So we agreed on 48 visits per year. And I gave him a day rate. He's happy with that day rate. I invoice him, and the owner of the property pays me, and I'll be a self-employed subcontracting. And I'm over the moon with it. I've done 1 or 2 visits, and it's gone really well. It's hard work. It's different because you've got to be there sort of 5 minutes before, and you work sort of to somebody else's specifications. You know, it's being self-employed. We do what we do, don't we? But I'm learning, and there's some lovely equipment. I asked him, I said, would I be able to take some photographs? He said no. And what I thought was, if he'd say yes to photographs, he wouldn't mind me doing a little bit of videoing for YouTube. But it was, no, they're very private. The owners of the house and the gardens wouldn't want any photographs or, you know, anything sort of imposing on their privacy, which is fair enough. So how does that impact my business going forward? I've had to put the weed and feed qualification back till January, because I'm still busy with work, and I don't want the pressure of doing that in December. So I'm going to do it either January or February. There's 2-day courses, and it's the PA1 and PA6. So that's still going to get done. I'm still going to go forward with the weed and feed and try and push that side of the business. But in the new year, I'm going to contact every customer, and I was going to do it, you know, you have a list. You have your favourite customer, and then you have your least favourite. I was going to start with the least favourite and go up, and if I got to halfway and they all said no, I was going to bottle it. No to the pay rise, as you know, to the increased cost. And I thought, Rob, no, go for it. You've started from zero historically. If you lose 20-30% of your customers, so what? You'll get them replaced. So there's 2 customers who are going to be told, I don't want to come back. And the reason being is I have rules that I should adhere to. I don't always. And one of those rules is you must value my worth and you must appreciate my hard work. And I don't think these couple of customers do. So they'll be getting a polite message in the new year to say I'm not coming back. And then the rest will all get the price increase. And we'll see how we get on. And I'm quite comfortable that if I lose lots of customers, I'll lose them, I'll replace them, and I'll replace them with better customers who pay more. And I think we need that confidence in this game, because if you work it out, if you do 30 quid grass cutting loan, right, you've got to give 30% to the tax man, 20% tax and 10% national insurance. And I know you can offset a little bit, but you know, you've still got to pay them. You look at fuel during lockdown, unleaded went to what, £1 a litre? It's now up to £1.54 for the good stuff, E5, because I won't put E10 in me mowers. So everything has gone up, hasn't it? Everything has gone through the roof. So we're working for less. So we've got to put our prices up. So have the confidence to put your prices up and work for what you think you're worth, not what the customer or what, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's tough. It is tough dealing with money and getting it right. But that's what I've learned, that I think there's not a lot of quality gardeners out there. And I'm sure if you're watching this, you're quality, and I'm sure you're better than me, and I'm sure you've got more experience than me. But what I'm saying is, I message my customers the day before. I always, turn up on time. I always try and do my best. And I think that's worth something. And I think people should pay a premium price. And we know there's customers who don't want to pay anything. They want, they want everything for free. Well, don't work for them. Work for the people who value you and aren't, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not frightened to pay a decent penny for a decent job. That's where I'm going to take the business in 2022, as well as trying to do a few weed and feeds. And that's it, really. That is my message for today as we come to the end of November. Not far off, but it's been a good year. It's been a busy year. I think COVID has encouraged people to spend more time in the gardens, spend more money on the gardens, because they're not going to Benidorm and Tenerife and the like. How long will that last for? I don't know. But I know that me going forward as a self-employed gardener, the prices are going up. The one-off job prices are going to go up by quite a considerable amount. Easy for you to say. And I'm going to treat myself to a rear roller mower. Start putting some stripes down. A vanity mower, the score. But no. Another thing, what happened in 2021 was my YouTube channel. Started from nothing. And we're up to 3,900 subscribers, nearly. What can I say? Thank you very much. I'm over the moon. Thank you for all the kind comments. And I've learned more from your comments and advice than anything else. So thank you. Thanks to all the regulars. There's been some brilliant advice, and I can't thank you enough. I'm still going to try and get the videos coming over the winter. They probably won't be as frequent, but I'll still touch base, tell you how I'm getting on, and I'll let you know how I get on with the new job on the estate. And fingers crossed it works out well, and it gives you a bit of confidence and a bit of security that next year my turnover will go up slightly, and I'll have a few quid to put away for the winter. So I'm pleased with that. It takes the pressure off, doesn't it? And it gives you that confidence to put your prices up and charge a little bit more. And if you lose a few customers, well, so be it. But that's me for today. I'm now going to get myself home. I've had enough today. But thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and follow my journey as a self-employed gardener. Yeah, thank you. But remember, when the green gold's growing, keep mowing. Take care now. Look after yourself.